What's up, shorties? Welcome back. Welcome to another week of my fearless journey. This week, we are going to be focusing and talking about self-care. If you did not know, self-care is more than what you think it is. It is the deliberate, active process of taking care of one's own physical, mental, and emotional health to enhance well-being, manage stress, and prevent burnout. Now, there's a lot of different ways that we can practice self-care, but this week, I want to be intentional to share how I am actually being proactive, having self-care continually, consistently as a mom. Now, to all my moms out there, how many times have you been intentional of including self-care in your routine? Drop a comment below. And I wanted to ask this because I know myself, I have been guilty of saying that I need a break or I need a moment for me or I need to do something that allows me to fill up my cup, but I'm not intentional in my process. And oftentimes I was not intentional because one thing that came in and blew up my spot was mom guilt. Mom guilt is real. And I know I mentioned that before in a previous video, but I want to touch on it a little bit as we talk about self-care, because I know for myself, it has shown up because I often think, what kind of mom would I be if I have to leave my children or, take time away from them? How would they feel? Would they think about that? Like, oh my God, would I be horrible? And honestly, you need to have that separation. You need to step away. You need to do what you need so you can be the best mom. And unfortunately, we don't always have the luxury to do our self-care or to have the separation or to do the things we love by ourselves often. So the clips that you are seeing today are me being very realistic and showing you how sometimes my self-care is included with a little tiny human right next with me. If you've been following my fearless journey so far, you have heard me talk of me trying to discover new hobbies, rediscover what I like, what interests that I have. And on this particular day, I have been really wanting to find a cool little puzzle to do. Now, I have never been big on doing puzzles on a consistent basis, but I do have fond memories growing up as a child when I would participate in doing a puzzle. I really enjoyed it. And I am really seeking to do more hobbies that help with just like brain fog and just kind of stepping away from any type of like technology and just me working with my hands and, just kind of quiet time. And I feel like a puzzle is actually a great option. So I said, you know what? Let's go find a puzzle. I said I was not going to try to do nothing crazy, but start with something simple, like a minimum, 50-piece puzzle, maybe 100 pieces, and kind of go from there and see how I like it. I am really in the season of just rediscovering things, trying new things, and just curious to see where it goes. anytime that I have a moment to be out, enjoy the fresh air, enjoy the sun, and just kind of take it light and easy and kind of clear my mind, I always reflect on how good God is. I remember dreaming, hoping, waiting for moments and days like this where I can freely clear my mind, be out and about, and just have no cares and worries in that moment. And we know life is still happening, things are still going on, but sometimes to just pause and just be in a thankful, grateful mindset and just observe all the beauty and the blessings that God has bestowed upon you really is needed. And as I was honestly just browsing, window shopping, looking at the flowers, it really had me just in awe of how good God is. Now let's fast forward. Now we're 2 weeks in after we went and bought the puzzle, and I'm just now getting around to being able to even do it. And that is just the reality of being a mom. Self-care sometimes look different. It may not always be perfect. It may not always look like you know, getting facials and massages and going shopping. Sometimes it's just about taking out a puzzle that you might have bought months before and you're just now getting around to it. But it is okay. Whatever makes sense in that time, it makes sense. And we're going to keep rocking. And that's the mindset that I have. And I used to be fearful of coming back to mom guilt again, be fearful of just what I would be missing if I was to take that time for me, or I would feel like that I'm not doing enough, or, you know, someone may judge me for needing a break. And the reality is we all need a break, whether you're a mom, a dad, an uncle, brother, sister, cousin, have no children at all. We all need a break, and we all have to figure out what that break looks like for us. For me right now in this season, it may be me doing a puzzle. Other days, it may be me binge watching a show on Netflix. Other days, it may look like me reading a book. It may look different all the time, but the important thing is that I am being intentional and I'm finding moments in time. And even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, a day, a week, you never know, because our time is precious and we always have others who need it and want it. And I am just grateful that I even have the opportunity to share my life with other little tiny humans who are just so obsessed with me that I never get to have moments with just me. And I laugh and joke about it now, but one thing that I always hear from older women who've already have emptied their nest, they always say, hold on to this moment, cherish it. In a blink of an eye, they will be grown, they will be in their own homes, starting their own families. And I think about that so often. So when I do have moments where my children do not want me to breathe, do not want me to leave their sides, even though sometimes I may be a little overstimulated, I still see God in it and just be thankful that they love me enough to want to be with me all the time. But look at, just find base, pick up a piece and try to see where it can go based off the picture. Can you see?
I'm just trying to get a base piece. But there's no like base piece that looks like that. But there was time that going to go like.
I'm struggling trying to pick this piece up. Thank you. Nope, this don't go.
It's hard. Cause I see this guy with a white hat and he has that bottom.
Well, I hope you have enjoyed this quick video. Hopefully you're walking away with a reminder to be intentional this week, to pour back into you. Have you some self-care. No matter what it may look like, be intentional. As always, I hope you have a great week. Stay blessed, and I'll see you all next week.